Ciao, I'm Anna Harsh, professional dancer, author, and host of The Dance Floor, a podcast that explores the power of dance in our lives through personal stories and interviews with experts. Each episode shares life lessons and advice through the art of dance. Learn how dance inspires confidence, fosters connection, and ways to improve your skills. Whether you are a seasoned dancer or brand new to the art, you'll find something that motivates you in this podcast. So grab your dance shoes and join me on The Dance Floor. Welcome everyone to The Dance Floor. In today's episode, I wanted to offer you a list of fun dance activities in the West Virginia and Pennsylvania area. Most of these activities are for the entire family and are free. Yes, free! So grab your calendars and let's get started. This year kicked off with a bang. My company, Allegro Dance Company, turned 30 this year. Yes, 30 years. So we are performing our brand new show, our Legacy Tour, offering workshops and events to celebrate all the things that we have achieved. We started the year off with workshops for colleges and universities, for dance majors like at Point Park University in Pittsburgh, and Cedar Crest College. So shout out to you in Philadelphia at Cedar Crest College. All these dancers had a blast with me, learning more and more about the authentic Italian dances from all different regions of Italy. I also had a chance and opportunity to give a fun workshop to the Pittsburgh Ballet students, where they had the opportunity to not only learn about Italian folk dance, but also have a conversation about why it's important to learn more about folk dance and how folk dance can really increase their ballet technique and give them a broader perspective of dance history in general. In June, I launched my second book called The Italian Dance Quest, which talks about my research in northern Italy, where I offer you, the reader, to learn about 5 different dances and dive into some stories about traditions and family adventures. So I hope you can pick up a copy, The Italian Dance Quest. It's available on Amazon.com, or you can go to my website, annaharsh.com, where I can send you an autographed copy. Allegro kicked off their Legacy Tour in Parkersburg, West Virginia for the Mid-Ohio Valley Multicultural Festival. Oh my goodness, we had such a blast. So shout out to them, and shout out to the Foam Garage, who had a bubble machine there that was huge, giant bubbles that you could play in and swim in just about and blow bubbles there. And we, the dancers, couldn't resist. After our performance, we jumped in too and took a few photos and played with the bubbles with the rest of the crowd, of course. So it was a great time in Parkersburg. We really, really had a great time there. So thanks to Parkersburg, West Virginia, and all of the directors and people that helped put together the Mid-Ohio Valley Multicultural Festival. Shout out to the amazing audience also that just gave us a warm welcome and lined up after our performance to meet and greet with us. And we loved seeing you all and hearing your stories and which dance was your favorite. We love hearing all of those things. So stick around after our performances and come backstage and meet and greet us. We really do love taking photos and meeting everyone. Okay, I hope you have your calendars ready. July 2nd, which is this weekend, and also July 16th. 2 different Sundays, I will be offering a free online workshop where you can learn more about Italian dance. So different tarantellas and circle dances I'll be offering. So if you go to allegrodancecompany.net, you can get registered right there on the front page. Just click on that link. You'll see free Italian dance workshop. Get registered and you can join us on Zoom and dance in your living room. And we're going to have a big dance party online. So July 2nd and the 16th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be popping on to that Zoom link to offer Italian dances. Learn together with me. So I hope you all get registered at allegrodancecompany.net and have a blast. All right, let's move on to July 7th. That's a Friday evening at 6 p.m. You can join me in Jeanette, Pennsylvania, Again, 6 p.m. at the Ascension Church on Division Street for a free, yes, free, in-person workshop learning more about these fun tarantellas from the southern part of Italy to elegant dances from the northern part of Italy. So bring your family, bring your friends, and let's all join together. Let's get in a big circle and dance together. That is July 7th, Friday night, 6 p.m. in Jeanette, Pennsylvania, for their little Italian festival celebration at the Ascension Church on Division Street. So join me there in Jeanette, Pennsylvania. I'm counting on you. I want lots of hands into that dance circle so we can all dance together. July 7th. Okay, let's move down the calendar to the end of July, July 28th through the 30th. Don't miss the Strand Theater. They're doing a production of 9 to 5, the musical, in Moundsville, West Virginia, July 28th through the 30th. This will mark my 70th, yes, 70 musicals that I've either participated in or choreographed. So I'm excited to celebrate with everyone in the crowd and see the show and see my work come to life in the 9 to 5 musical. That's in Moundsville, West Virginia. You do have to get tickets. They are available on their website or at the door. July 28th through the 30th. Don't miss their production of 9 to 5. Gosh, it's such a wonderful and fun show and really upbeat, and you'll be tapping your toes singing that song for sure. Now we're going to end July 30th, Sunday morning, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'll be traveling down to Bridgeport, West Virginia for their farmers market. So stop by my booth and have a little chat about Italian dance. Pick up one of my books and I'll autograph it for you, take some photos. I loved meeting people throughout the summer. That'll be my last stop there, July 30th, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., Bridgeport, West Virginia Farmers Market. I believe it's off the exit 124, so just follow the signs for Farmers Market in Bridgeport, West Virginia. And of course, there's lots of great things to get there while you're at the farmer's market. I always go home with some goodies in my bag. So check that out on July 30th. Okay, turn that calendar page. August 7th, Monday, 5:30 p.m., B.F. Jones Library in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. Shout out to Aliquippa. I know you're listening. I see you on my feed. B.F. Jones Library in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. I'll be there on Monday, August 7th at 5:30 p.m. So mark your calendars down. It's a free event. Join me for a meet and greet to celebrate my new book, The Italian Dance Quest. I will be demonstrating some Italian dances, giving you a little snippet of what they're like, talking about my research in Italy and all the wonderful things and places you can go. And also you'll have the opportunity to not only purchase a book, but get it signed that night and get a one-on-one chance to ask questions. Maybe something that you've really wanted to know about Italian heritage, culture, or dances. That's the opportunity to ask. August 7th, Monday, 5:30 p.m., B.F. Jones Library in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. Okay, staying in the Aliquippa area, August 11th, later that week at 5:30, you can join me for an Italian dance workshop at the St. Francis Cabrini Church on Trinity Drive. So again, bring your family, bring your friends. You have some opportunities this summer to really learn how to do these dances. So August 11th, mark it down, 5:30 p.m. It's an Italian dance workshop. August 11th, 5:30, Italian dance workshop in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania at the St. Francis Cabrini Church on Trinity Drive. You don't want to miss their Italian festival that weekend, and my Italian dance workshop is a part of that. August 16th, Wednesday evening at 5 p.m., I will be doing a book signing at the Citizens Library in Washington, Pennsylvania. Now, don't forget, these book signings will all have little light refreshments and a great opportunity to ask questions and get a book signed. I'll have both of my books with me. La Danza, Conflict, Passion, and Healing is the first book, and The Italian Dance Quest is the second book. So you really want to pick up both. And the books are only $10 each. So do yourself a favor, go a little bit of early Christmas shopping, right? I know it's only summer, but I'm already thinking about Christmas presents. So if you have someone in your family that you just really need a gift for, that you want to buy something special and unique, pick up a book. They're only $10 each. August 16th, Wednesday at 5 p.m., join me at the Citizens Library in Washington, Pennsylvania. They're going to have light refreshments and another great opportunity to see some demonstration of Italian folk dances and get that autographed copy of your own. Okay, coming to the end of August, August 24th, 5:30 p.m., I'll be in Clarksburg, West Virginia at their History Museum. Come see a little dance installation that will celebrate my company, Allegro Dance Company, celebrating our 30th anniversary, along with an evening of me speaking about not only of my company's legacy tour, but my research and, of course, the books and the documentary that I have produced. So stop in that night, August 24th, 5:30 p.m. Maybe dress up. Let's take some photos. Let's make it an elegant evening of celebration with a dance installation, some costumes and photographs from the past 30 years. Gosh, a memory lane. So join me, Clarksburg, West Virginia, August 24th at 5:30 p.m. at the Clarksburg, West Virginia History Museum. So shout out to them for sponsoring that night and allowing us to do a dance installation that will be there for a little while so that you can stop in and admire a costume or two and some photographs to think about the past 30 years. Gosh, that's a long time to go on tour. So celebrating Allegro Dance Company's 30th anniversary. Now, staying in the Clarksburg, West Virginia area, August 29th, there will be an authors forum at the Clarksburg, West Virginia Library at 5 p.m. So join me along with many other Italian authors that will be there either in person or online, and you can purchase the books that evening, August 29th at the Clarksburg, West Virginia Library or Harrison County Library at 5 p.m. Join this authors forum, and it's in connection with the Italian Festival there in Clarksburg, West Virginia. Okay, from the books, back onto the stage. September 3rd, Sunday afternoon, Allegro Dance Company will take the main stage in Clarksburg for the West Virginia Italian Heritage Festival. Now stay tuned about the exact time for that performance, but you can always find updates on allegrodancecompany.net. But that will mark our 30th anniversary, of course. September 3rd, Allegro will take the main stage for the West Virginia Italian Heritage Festival, and that is Sunday in downtown Clarksburg. You don't want to miss their festival. It's been around since 1979, and I have to say, I have performed every year since 1979. So join us for Allegro Dance Company at that performance. Okay, later on that week, Allegro travels to Latrobe, Pennsylvania for their Italian festival at 11 a.m. Allegro Dance Company will be kicking off their Italian festival on the main stage, and we are thrilled and honored to be headlining this event and getting their party started. So you don't want to miss out on this for sure. Come out and see the show. Grab some lunch there after the performance and then meet and greet with the dancers. We will be sticking around after the performance for autographs, photos, and of course, another great opportunity to get one of the books that we have there on for sale. And again, the books are only $10 each, so pick up both books so that you can take them home to your friends and family members. And then Allegro finishes up our tour September 23rd. Allegro will take the stage in downtown Washington, Pennsylvania in the afternoon for the Washington Italian Festival, and they are sponsored by Primo Italiano Lodge 2800. Stay tuned for the exact times. We're working that out, but I believe it's in the afternoon, September 23rd, and that's in downtown Washington, Pennsylvania in the Pavilion. Their Italian Festival is something else. Sweet, family-oriented, lots of things to buy, great food to taste, lots of desserts, so don't worry. Yes, there's pasta, and yes, there's desserts and wonderful drinks and all kinds of things to purchase. So check out their festival September 23rd. It's a Saturday, and I believe there's a spaghetti dinner the night before. So check that out. But Allegro will be performing on September 23rd in the afternoon, again, downtown Washington, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Primo Italiano Lodge 2800. Now, I can't give away all our surprises, but Allegro will be having some of our alumni join us for each performance. We had a wonderful lady that joined us, Sarah, shout out to Sarah, who drove from Chicago all the way to Parkersburg, West Virginia for our first performance because she just loved her Italian heritage and wanted to celebrate with Allegro. So shout out to you, Sarah, learning all of those dances online and then seeing you in person. We loved having you on the stage with us. At the next few performances in September, you will find an alumni or two and maybe even their children joining us on stage. So you don't know who's coming at the next performance, so you got to check them all out. There's a different alumni with different dancers coming for each and every performance. So each performance will be different for Allegro this year. We're kind of digging back into our time capsule and bringing some dances that you haven't seen for quite some time. So check that out. It's our legacy tour. You don't want to miss out. Okay, before I end this podcast episode, I'd like to give a shout out to all the libraries and groups that have been inviting me to share my stories and my books, especially the Frank Saris Library with their wonderful director, Peggy. Shout out to you, Peggy, for bringing amazing events to that library in Canonsburg, Pennsylvania. So if you haven't checked out that library in Canonsburg, be sure to check out this sweet little library that is filled with amazing events and great people that really care about the community. So shout out to Peggy and your crew there that helped me with my book signing in Canonsburg, Pennsylvania at the Frank Saris Library. Great people, great events, check them out. And I know I had a blast, and they provided some wonderful refreshments for after my book signing, and I had a great time. Okay, I have to leave you all with some tips, some life lessons and some tips in this episode that every dancer or every person, if you're touring and doing these kinds of events on the road, you've got to remember a few ideas and tips. So here's my piece of advice if you're touring, either book touring or doing a dance tour. The first tip is to say thank you. Say thank you to everyone that helped you. It might seem really simple, but if you thank everyone that helped you get on and off the stage that day, it matters. It makes a big difference. Thank your dance partners. Thank the sound crew. And be sure to thank the audience, along with the directors of all of these events and festivals. Together, all of you helped make that event spectacular. So it's all of us that need to really acknowledge each other as we help each other through these events and traveling on tour. And what is the life lesson? Well, the more gratitude you practice, the more you're going to get out of life. So say thank you. Say thank you to people that help you with all your events, getting you on and off stage. It's a team, and it's a team effort. Now here's your bonus tip. Before I go on stage, I do a little stretching, and each dancer kind of has their own stretching regiment that they do before they go onto the stage and get ready to perform. But here's something I've been practicing, and it only takes maybe 5 minutes or less. It's just a little yoga practice that I do before I go on stage. I take a couple of deep breaths with my eyes closed. Inhale and exhale. Maybe 2 or 3 times just to calm the nerves. Then I open my eyes and I do a little warrior dance practice. Warrior 1 pose. Take a breath in and out. Warrior 2 pose. Again, stay for a breath or 2. Reach back for reverse warrior. Take a breath. And then step together to do the other side. And step back with the other leg to go into warrior 1. Warrior 2, reverse warrior, and then step together. And as I step together and I finish that warrior series on the right and the left side. I just take a moment to try to balance, lifting one leg just really simply, stay there for a breath or two, and switch to balance on the other foot. This really helps me just pull my whole body together, my mind, my thoughts, and maybe just to calm the nerves a little bit before you go onto stage. So try that little 5-minute yoga practice. That's your bonus tip for today. Now, if you didn't catch all the events, you can always go back and re-listen to this episode. And then check out allegrodancecompany.net or my other website, annaharsh.com, to stay up to date on all the upcoming and fun events. I hope you're looking forward to all these events like we are this summer, and I hope you can get your family involved and engaged. Bring your family, bring your friends to all of these events. All of the events that I mentioned today, except for the 9 to 5 musical, is free. And so you have a summer filled with free events and something to remember. Thanks for listening, everyone. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Anna Harsh, and until next time, keep moving on the dance floor.